What's up, guys? This video's about she wasn't worth the squeeze. Now, the guy who's dating, was it Katy Perry? Was it Travis Kelce? I think the guy who played for the Chiefs. And I've been seeing videos here and there, about him dating this black chick. I don't know who she is, but based off some of the videos I did watch, all I know is she down bad. You know what I mean? She broke. That's all I do know. So she probably got something going on behind the scenes I really don't know. But as far as how she was acting with the guy, she broke. That's really what it is. So, she went. I don't know, man. 4 or 5 years they was dating or whatever. Never married, never having kids. Of course, he already knew at the very beginning, because we guys know within a certain amount of time if we want to have kids in general, but we know we're dealing with women in in a certain amount of time, we know if she's worthy to have kids with, it's worth having kids with her, marrying her, moving in, the whole nine. So obviously, based off the little videos I did watch of her interaction with him, I already know that wasn't going to happen. I already know she's the problem. So the guy, he's like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have my fun until something else come along. Now that happens. The reason why this is such a big deal, because it was a white guy dating a Section 8 chick, call it what it is, Section 8 chick, and he upgraded to, a successful white woman. Now, does color have something to do with it? Yeah, let's be honest. Let's put this out to the world. I wasn't planning on doing this, but to you investors, your success rate as far as the black women date, because they supposedly they just want to date non-black guys. That's really what it is. So they want the white guys or the guys who's light skinned, like damn near they white, but they come from different cultures or whatever. It don't matter as long as they white, they have the white skin. That's their whole MO. So you divestors, the chance you getting with a white guy, because obviously the white guy's their first preference, it's damn near impossible. I might do a video about it. I don't know, but let me just put this video out and I'll think about it later. So a lot of the Section 8 chicks are mad at the Travis guy because he left her. And they got their concern, that's wrong what he did to us, blah, blah, blah. Who was us? I thought he was just dating one of you Section 8 chicks, but apparently got hurt feelings over it. Now, from my experience dealing with some of these Section 8 chicks, these, whatever you want to call them, you cannot. Matter of fact, I tried the video before, the video I did before this one. If you doing great in life and you dealing with somebody who has nothing to lose and you have everything to lose, you always taking the L. So when I first started seeing that, I already knew it wasn't gonna last. Just call it what you want, but the guy in my position, I know. I'm like, that relationship's not gonna last. They've been together 4 or 5 years, whatever. They had one video, podcast, interviewing a guy talking about, how much money he spent on. He said, he only spent $100 on the entire time he been with him. Every video I see of her, she's always complaining about how he's not spending money on her. So that's a dead giveaway, bro. Me personally, I wouldn't have dealt with him, but this the dude cool, he's giving, a chance or whatever like that, giving, Section 8 chick a chance. Nothing wrong with that. But somebody in my position, I'm not dealing with that. So anyway, dude cool dude, he hanging out with her, dealing with her, whatever like that. It came to an end. He came across a come up. Now I'm gonna say this: Taylor Swift compared to her, if you want to go off the looks aspect, we all know who's gonna win there, bro. As far as the looks, Taylor Swift, don't get me wrong, she seemed like a cool person. I wouldn't mind hanging out with her, but do I fantasize, me bending her over? No, not a long shot. Now, even if she offered me, even y'all have to believe it. Even if she offered me money, I'm not saying I'm not gonna take it, but I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna say. Now, some guys will get upset by my comment. Hey, it's my opinion. I'm sticking to it, But I'm being real with you. Even if she offered me money, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, no. Money gonna have to be involved. I don't care about put me on the tabloids, AMA, hooked up with Taylor Swift or some scandal. No. Some money will definitely be involved, and I'm still gonna think about it. But anyway, we all know. So obviously the guy's not with her because of her looks. gonna say this, he just got back with his own people, and I'm gonna say this as well. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like a guy, all his life, his family is bought nothing but Lexuses. That's all they've been buying ever since the beginning of time. Every car they have bought, every car that's in their driveway is a Lexus. So you trying to convince a guy, his whole family is that all they do is buy Lexus. He has a Lexus. Matter of fact, he probably have 2 Lexus in the driveway. You trying to convince that guy all he's been investing in is Lexus. That's it. Those kind of vehicles, that brand. And you try to get him to, hey man, I know your whole family, is just involved in Lexus. You got stocks, that's all you buy, yada, yada, yada. I tell you what, look at this Hyundai Sonata. You ever thought about, look at it, yeah, it's brand new, look at the features. You try to convince a guy, all he knows about is buying Lexus to buy a Hyundai Sonata. Even though Hyundai Sonatas are shit, they look nice, but they still trash. You try to do that. Not comparing a black woman to, and a white woman compared, to a Lexus or a Honda, but you get what I'm saying. He's familiar with his own people. The guy is a Caucasian, after all. You guys forget that. A lot of you black people, you let anybody come in your community just because they may say a couple words or they may dress a certain way. You guys just, for some reason, you just drop your guard. You welcome everybody, as they say, you welcome everybody to the barbecue. You welcome everybody to the barbecue because they like Tupac, or they wear these popular basketball shoes, or they get a certain kind of haircut. It's weird. That's why the community is not so successful. I'll say there's a lot of stuff involved, but that's another thing. So when I saw that, I knew it wasn't gonna work. Not because she's black, because it just didn't work. It's just not gonna work. I'm sorry to say, you guys. I think I did a video before. You have to understand the dynamics of dating outside of your race. It's nothing wrong with being race loyal. It's nothing wrong with that. The ones who always fail is the ones who always go against their race. It's nothing wrong with dating outside your race. Me, I really don't care about it. I have a problem when people bring it up and they try to weaponize their people. That's the dumbest shit. I tell you guys before in a whole lot of other videos, you will never have respect from that other community once they realize that you hate your own community. Call it what you want. So her, obviously, she thought arguing to me a white guy would come up like all you divestors do. And of course, there's a lot of videos of you guys getting removed from this earth. Look it up. But I'm not mad that he did that, because I could tell by him being with that female, he was always uncomfortable being around her. He never wanted nothing serious with her. I can look at his eyes and tell he just looking for a come up. He looking for a better opportunity. Now, of course, the guy, he's young, he's good looking, he's in shape. He can get a lot of white girls, what I mean? So, but at that point, obviously the white girls that was, in his inbox, or maybe, I don't know how that works when it come down with a black woman dating a white guy. Do the white women just like, okay, that's all, you can have them? Or do they still try to get at them? I don't know. I'm not talking about 304s. I'm talking about legitimate women who actually want to be with them. I don't know how that works. Maybe, a white woman come across this video and probably give me some information. I don't know. So when a white guy dates a black girl, do all the white girls look at him and be like, nah, I'm good? I don't know. But it wasn't going to work. Every time I see this guy, he just looked like he wasn't happy. And I understand, because he's dealing with a Section 8 chick. Understand this dude comes from a culture of people to where they don't, not saying they don't wear wigs and extensions, but that's not a norm for them. So you dealing with a chick who always got a fucking wig on, who's loud, ghetto as hell, the education's not there, it's not pleasing to be with. Can you blame him? That's not even a white guy, this is guys in general. It's the reason why they're at the bottom of the dating pool. It's the reason why they're the less married. It's the reason why you see them out here just hoeing and just sexualizing themselves to the T. Not bashing them, give you guys the facts. That's his reality. So when he came across, I don't know how that worked, but they together. I don't know who came at who, but all I know is she papered up. He got bread as well, but she got more. At the end of the day, I know that didn't matter. It's just the fact that she's doing great for herself. You ain't got to be no billionaire for no dude to leave your ass. If he know that she's a better option, that's what it is. So the fact that she worth all that money, that's great. But I guarantee you what, if she made $1 million a year, shit, $500,000 a year, doing the whole thing, he still would have left her. He still would have left the chick for her, because she's doing great in life. She don't look like no slut, nothing like that. She know how to hold an adult conversation. I guarantee you, whenever they talk, it was about bullshit. I guarantee you that, bro. He's not winning. He wasn't winning with by dealing with that female. They said that the moment he got with Taylor Swift, his jersey sales went through the roof. He started getting all these endorsements. His family actually accepted him back in the... I'm not making this up, man. It's facts, not fiction. His family started coming back around. His mama was crying tears of joy once he left that Section 8 chick. That's just the stuff that these divestors refuse to talk about. Now, not saying his family is racist or like that, but I understand. I understand where they coming from, because that's putting a stain on their family. She's making his family, not only him, his entire family look bad because he's dealing with a chick like that. Now I'm gonna say this too. Oh, if she was white, no. If she was a trailer, I'm gonna say this, nothing against trailer park people, nothing against them, but if she was a trailer park chick, nah. He would do the same thing. So that's the thing with colorism, it has a limit, right? Now, a lot of people is gonna be, oh, because she was black, and she was a Section 8 in general. You ain't like, it's not a such thing as a Section 8 Asian, a Section 8 Mexican, a Section 8, it doesn't come down to color, it comes down to the person's personality, attitude, behavior. It comes down to that. So I'm saying this to be clear, even if she was a white Section 8 chick, he still would have left her, bro. So I understand her being black. Let's be honest. There's nothing wrong with them being loyal to their own race. Everybody else should be doing that. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with, interracial dating. I'm not saying that, but I don't look down on people who wants to who wants to be loyal to their own race. Their own group of people, race, human race is only one race, right? But y'all get what I'm saying? They own group of people. That's just reality. Now I'm gonna say this too, give it another 20, 30 years before that really becomes a really big norm. I know a lot of people that y'all see the Asian women with the white guys, and a lot of people don't want to say that out loud, but I know it's messed up. I'm gonna say that. I don't care what you gotta say. It's messed up. Because I know at the end of the day, you're not dating that white guy because you love him. You date him because he's a white guy and you hate your own people. I bring it up all the time. I try to, direct the video all kind of ways, but that's just reality. It is what it is. So when it comes down to these investors, they think they can get a white man, everything will be perfect. When in reality, they don't want your ugly ass. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. So they gonna deal with you for a limited time only, and then they gone. Last time I checked, they normally abandon your ass when they have them kids. Because the kid don't come out sparkling white, they gone. And y'all know this, but y'all don't tell the other black women this because y'all, whatever. But anyway, back to what happened to him. I'm happy for him because he's with that skinny white woman and he's truly happy. Now, some people say, oh, because of the money. It doesn't matter, bro. He just got him a woman that's from his own group that has some sense to where he's not embarrassed to be seen with her in public, that actually has some kind of intellectual conversation with him, that's not out here slutting it out on social media, that's not broke, that knows how to make money and handle money responsibly, that's not begging. That's just what it is, bro. So I accepted that when I first heard about this relationship. I'm like, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I already know. It's a typical, Section 8 chick with some dude that she don't supposed to be with. But at some point in time, he gonna open his eyes and he gonna make the right decision. That's all it is to it. So I'm happy for both of them, Taylor Swift and the Travis guy. I know they're gonna have, y'all already know how this go. It's gonna be a typical Disney movie. Gonna have kids, they're gonna move on from there, life gonna be great, yada, yada, yada. So I'm happy for him. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he's supposed to be with his own people. Y'all need to stop trying to force these dudes to be with y'all, bro. That's the saddest shit ever, especially when you black women. Y'all are so desperate to get a guy that's not in your own group to be with y'all. Yeah, I see the stories, I read the comments. Y'all really trying to force these dudes to be with y'all. That's terrible. How are y'all deprived when y'all over here terrorizing these communities because these guys do not want y'all? They'll sleep with y'all, but they don't want nothing serious with y'all. But y'all know that. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's just reality, bro. I'm gonna say this too. You're not racist because you ran across an Asian or a Mexican woman and she wanted to be with you. You're not racist for staying with your own people. There's nothing wrong with being race loyal. Not saying that if you do that you're racist or not. At the end of the day, you're racist no matter what going on, right? But you gonna have women that's gonna try to belittle you to make it seem like you're the problem because, oh, you don't date Asian women. Oh, you don't date Indian women. There's nothing wrong with not doing that, bro. If you're a Mexican dude, you like Mexican women, stay with your people. If you're an Asian man, even though they got a lot of crap going on over there in Asia, and you want to stay with Asian women, do your own thing, bro. That's your own people. That's what you're familiar with. Do your thing, bro. That's the problem too. A lot of them probably want to date you, but after 30 minutes, they're like, oh, hell no. Because they're not used to the chaotic behavior. They're not used to all this stuff, this lifestyle. They're not used to your destructive lifestyle. I'm gonna say that's really why a lot of guys, they probably think about it, but after watch a couple of videos online, they I'm good. I'll stay with my own women because I know them. I know how to communicate. I know how to deal with them. That's really what it is. A lot of you divest, y'all scare off these dudes because y'all have a destructive lifestyle. Y'all have this self-hate image in y'all. And at the end of the day, they realize, okay, well, damn, she really don't like me. She just like me because I'm not black or I'm not Asian. I'm not whatever. That's really what it is. So they don't want to deal with that. And and to be honest, they probably are racist. But they don't want to deal with no fake ass white girl or no fake ass whatever. They don't want to deal with that. They really, hey, bro, if I want a female, I'm gonna get that particular kind of female. I'm not gonna go over there to India and then get a goddamn Indian girl who want to act white when I can just get a white girl. Or I'm gonna go somewhere to Canada and get a white girl who want to act black. Y'all get what I'm saying? When I can just get a black girl. That's really what it is. But y'all so messed up in the head that them guys get turned off by y'all quickly. Now, of course, I know what y'all be doing behind the scenes. Y'all be giving it up for free 99. I know about all that. But you just good for that. And at the end of the day, that's your fault. No matter what you got to say, you can watch this video a million times. At the end of the day, it's your fault. The reason why none of them guys take you serious is your fault. That's all it is to it. You are in your late 30s, 40s, and beyond, and you cannot hold down, you never was able to hold down a successful relationship. Why? It's your fault. All the guys, how many guys you been with, man? How many guys you been with? 15, 20, 30, 40? And I know y'all been with way more dudes than that. I watched the videos, yeah. But all of a sudden, it's the guy's fault. It's never your fault because you out there hoeing on the boulevard. You hoeing full time. But it's God's fault that you were never able to get married and sustain a relationship. You don't know who your baby fathers are. But it's our fault that you single, that you bust down bad and broken. The fuck out of here, man. So that's what it is. Like I say, man, I'm happy for that relationship. Sorry I went on a little rant. But every now and then that's needed. But I'm happy for him. He's with his own people. You can tell he's comfortable with her that he would never get from that black woman or black woman in general. Because let's be honest, all the black women that get with these guys, what they do? They try to act white. The fuck is that? What the hell? And they wonder why their parents is never around. They never accept them. That's because they don't want you in a society. Call it what you want. I don't care what you call me. That's just the truth, bro. That's just the truth. But anyway, I'm happy for both of them. And like I said, Section 8 girls take another L. Nothing new to them. It is what it is, but all you can do is move on. But of course, she won't move on because she's bitter. She's bad, broken, and busted. So she got to deal with that L. She can move on, but guess what? Or I guess I'll go back to my community and the guys gonna look at her like, nah, we're gonna bend you over. That's about it. She'll go back to that regular old lifestyle, going to the Mustang Inn for that 15-minute special, and that's it. Because that's all it is to it. But like I said, she did to herself. I don't feel bad for her. That's what you get for being a dumbass. And at the end of the day, you know, it wasn't going to last anyway because he over there dealing with a loser. You cannot be a successful guy dealing with a loser, bro. You cannot do that. It's going to ruin your image and everything like that, bro. So at the end of the day, if you got any questions, any concerns, leave them down below. No matter what, always like, share, subscribe. Oh, whatever, bro. Anyway, protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose. All right, guys.